Hey everybody, this is Madmaxed here with another Raid Shadow video. And today we're going to talk about Venomage. Okay, Venomage is a really great champ for clan boss. I mean, that's his primary function. I mean, I've used him in a few other things, but Venomage is really good for clan boss. Now, as everybody knows, you know, clan boss is kind of weak to the poison. And so Venomage does poison, and what he does is he attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance, plays 100% heal reduction, debuff for 3 turns, and also a 75% chance placing 2 5% poison debuffs for 2 turns. Now this is no better than Fayin, okay, about the poison. The heal reduction doesn't do anything to the clan boss. But what it does do is it does enable his passive. Now that means that as long as his speed is exactly the same as the clan boss. So we're going to look at like doing Nightmare clan boss for this. So Nightmare clan boss is 170 speed. And as you notice, I've got 174, so he's a little bit faster than the clan boss. More speed, you just keep doubling the clan boss, but you want to get at least 170. Now, the 170 allows him to always have that heal reduction up, and as long as that heal reduction's up, the enemies under heal reduction debuff inflicts 15% less damage. Now, 15% less damage for your whole team is really great. I mean, because clan boss on Nightmare, especially when he gets like 25, 26 level rounds, he's really doing a lot of damage. When he gets in the 30s, he's doing even more. His damage goes up every round after level 20. So you really want to get, so that negating 15% is going to keep a lot less damage on you. Now, people will sit down and they'll, he also decreases the defense and he decreases the attack. It is a 2 turn on a 3 turn cooldown once he's booked now. So that means that decrease the defense and decrease the attack to keep it up all the time. Eventually that means I'm going to have to get his speed up to around 248, but I don't have the books to get him booked out yet either, so it's not doing me any good right now. That's the reason I'm not trying to increase his speed up, but I will in the near future, because once you can do that, and you can keep this decreased defense and decreased attack up. I mean, you're talking about 60% less damage to your party. 60% less damage is huge. Now, he so he's bringing to you almost what Fayin is bringing. Not quite. I mean, he does decrease attack and decrease defense. He does not do the weakening. And weakening with decreased defense and decreased attack is about a double the damage deal. But he is really good as far as keeping the damage off your crew so they go longer. I mean, another round or two is, when you're doing 1,000,000 points a round, that's another 1,000,000, 2,000,000 points. So that's what you look at when you're looking at building a clan boss team in the first place. You're looking, well, are they going to keep me living longer, and are they going to keep the damage up, and are they going to keep my team alive, and and how much damage do they do? And the biggest damager in a clan boss team is Ninja. I mean, there is nobody does any more damage to the clan boss than him. And then you've got somebody that's reducing the damage that you're taking, and by 2 different means. I mean, he's giving 15% less there, but he's also giving you that 60% less damage. Now, he works really well in clan boss. I mean, he is a phenomenal champ for clan boss. I mean, since I put him in my clan boss team has probably went up by about 5 or 6 mil on Nightmare. And I don't have him with the best gear yet. I don't have him booked out, but I mean, already he's up my damage that much. And then probably over the next week or so, I'll get enough books and I'll have him booked out. But I'm a free to play player. I have been, and this video is for free to play guys. This is to try to show you if you get a champ like this, this is how you build them. Now, if you'll notice, I got stalwart gear on, and the stalwart gear, it cuts down 30% of the damage from AoE attacks. The clan boss, 2 of his 3 attacks are AoEs, and he's not going to be the stun character. He doesn't have the highest defense on my team. And I've got Rector Draft, which is a really great healer. So as long as you got somebody that's doing a really good heal job, you don't really need the lifesteal gear. You would rather have the stalwart gear, because the stalwart gear is going to cut down 30% of the attack. I mean, if he goes in and he can just one-shot the team with those AoEs, it doesn't matter having lifesteal gear on, you're still dead. But if he can't do that because you got 30% less damage and you got a good healer that can heal you back up, because you're going like 2 times the clan boss 1, and you have a lot of good heals, or you're going to heal up. You're going to heal back up, and you're ready for the next round when he does attack again. But he needs a lot of accuracy because he's got to land all those debuffs. I've got 241 accuracy on him. That's more than enough accuracy for clan boss on Nightmare. His crit damage is high. His crit rate is high. I mean, I've got 193 crit damage. It needs to be better, but it is what it is. His speed is 174. His defense is 2,500. Yeah, the attack is 2,500, and his hit points is almost 30k. You want him alive. You want to keep those debuffs going. But he also does a lot of damage because of the crit damage rate I've got, and because I've got the crit rate up to 87%. And it'd be nice if it was 100, but it's not. Because I'm doing it with substats, because what you're wanting to get into is have a crit damage glove. It's got 80% on it. It's a lot higher than your banner is. A 6-star banner is only 40. And so the 5-star is 33. I mean, that's, you're not going to get a whole lot more. I mean, if I go to 6-star, I'm going to get 7 more. So I still got 200. And a lot of the extra crit damage would come from the arena, but the arena has been horrible these days. I think everybody knows that. They need to find a different way of developing a Great Hall besides just the arena, because they never fix the arena for very long. They'll fix it for a little bit, and it gets better for a month or 2, and then it goes back to the way it is now, where you've got to have some phenomenal champs to even stay in gold. And not everybody does that. They're making it almost impossible to get Arbiter because of this. But Venomage is a really good champ, and he hits really hard. I mean, I'm going to run like a dungeon with him, show you what he does, or run a campaign with him, show you actually how well he hits. Now, this is 12-3, brutal, like everybody runs all the time. I'll have to pull him back out probably from the sparring pit, because I'm probably trying to finish him up, but nope. So when we go in and we run this, you'll see how hard he hits. Now, Mashaw is one of the hardest hitting things in the game, and he actually just can solo any of this really easy because he fears everybody and his speed's up high. So he goes through, but you'll notice he killed everything with that one hit. That's a one hit thing, 30, almost 30k points, no debuffs on the character. He's a very hard-hitting character, and he's not even up to 60 yet. And I also got him strong enough, that he can sit down and do the when he's getting 20 something thousand points with no debuffs on the characters, there's no drop defense, no nothing up. I mean, he can do extremely well as far as doing damage itself. And and that depends on the affinity too, because he will. Don't think he's right affinity for that. Because when you look, we were doing the greens and he's blue, so he's not the right affinity for this. So he, but he was doing 30k points of damage. Some of those guys are red, so that's the wrong affinity. But he is he is a great champ for going in and doing your clan balls. I don't know if I got a key, but if I do, I'll probably run the clan balls with it. Yep. So he can come in. Let me try. Now he's on clan balls. And like I said, he's not completely up yet. He's got good gear on. I don't even have his masteries, all of his masteries done yet. I got a lot of them done, but I think I got one or two still missing. I've still got to do. And but you'll look. You got the poisons up. You got the. Of course, I've got Fayan on here. And this clan boss is fixing to die. We're on Nightmare and we're finishing up Nightmare. And we are shadowed. And if anybody, our clan is named Shadowed. So if anybody looks us up and they're fairly good, hard hitting clan boss, and they want to drop Nightmare every night, put an application in for us, and we'll try to get you in the clan if you're a fairly good hitter. We've usually got one or two spots because people quit the game or whatever, like any clan has. But we're always looking for a decent hitter on the clan boss team and people that are interested in doing clan boss. Clan boss gives some pretty decent rewards. When you're dropping Nightmare, you're getting 2 chances to get a Sacred Shard and a Legendary Book every night. And Legendary Books are extremely hard to come by. Yeah, Sacred Shards are extremely hard to come by. And we only needed like 3 meals, so we're already finished with the clan boss for the night. But if you notice, now I've got Rector Draft on this clan boss team. And Rector Draft, because she keeps everybody veiled a lot, you do 15% less damage while veiled. And the thing is, it's not up all the time, but it's still 15% less damage while it's up. He's cutting off 15% less damage. And between Fayan and him, they're about keeping up the decreased attack almost all the time. And decreased attack, 60% less damage is a huge amount because he really does a lot of damage. And of course, see, it just went off. And I really want to get them up where they can cycle through and always keep it up, but that takes a lot. That takes a lot of speed. That takes a lot of farming for the right gear. But see, we're doing 1,000,000 points a round. And so, if you've got somebody up here that's cutting off 15% less damage and you're going 2 or 3 more rounds, that's 2 or 3 million more points that you get because you have that character on your team. And in this case, he's not quite fast enough. And I don't have a speed boost champ here either. But, and I could have, I just need to develop him a little bit further and it would speed him up some. But this is not a bad team. It usually does about 20 to it does about 24, 25 mil on average. And of course, it's a little bit different depending on the colors and the affinities, and it depends on if he's void or not. Because after he gets through the void, he gets increased damage attack. But still, you know, this is not a bad team because this is on an alt. This isn't my main account. This is one of those accounts that I just play some and and try to help the clan out when we're having CVC to get extra points. But I don't really take this account really that seriously. But I pulled Venomage, and Venomage has really benefited my clan boss team, and I really wanted people to know about him because he's one of the better champs for clan boss. He's if I could find a good weaken and increase attack champ with a turn meter boost, which I've got the increased attack and I've got an increased attack and the aura and all that with Gorbatha. But I don't have is a weakened champ, and that weaken with that decreased defense that Fayan throws out, that is a phenomenal amount of extra damage. You're talking about almost doubling your damage. Just dropping the defense is going to raise your damage maybe 50, 60%, but with that weaken on it, it almost doubles it. So, that really helps you out. That's the reason you're getting so much damage around. I mean, we're up to well over 1,000,000 points every turn. So, if you go 20 turns, you're already doing 20 mil. That's a 2-key turn on Nightmare Clan Boss. And I mean, I finally got my main account up where it's a 1-key deal. I mean, I'm doing about 45 mil per key on my main account on Nightmare. And for a free-to-play account player, I think that's pretty good. I've actually got I do more damage a lot of times than some of the guys that paid a lot of money into the game, because it's not about having the best champs. I mean, having a few good champs really help. But like Fayan was free. Fayan's a great champ. And, you're going to pick up other champ. And Ninja does a lot of damage. He was free. Unfortunately, you can't get Ninja anymore. But he was a great Nightmare Clan Boss. He's great at Ultra Nightmare. He's one of the best Clan Boss damage dealers there is. So, you're looking at 20 mil, and we're not even around 20 yet. So you go 25 rounds, if I can get 25 rounds out of it, I can get probably close to 30 mil. But I probably won't go that far because I don't have enough speed to keep these debuffs up like they should. I mean, I'll work on that on this account over the next few months, but I've got to get the speed up higher for this. And but see, you're already looking at this is a 2-key Nightmare Clan Boss team. Is what this is. And 2 keys, you're going to do 45 mil. And the main 2 characters in this thing are the main 3 characters are Venomage, Ninja, and Fayan. And those are the main 3. Rector helps heal, which is nice. You need a good healer. That's the reason I'm not in lifesteal gear on these people. I've got Stalwart. Stalwart cuts down the damage you receive, and that keeps you from dying. And you already got a really good healer, so you don't really need the you don't really need to have the lifesteal gear, because you got somebody that can really heal anyway. And of course, Mashah, the fear doesn't do anything. I mean, because he's immune to the fear. But he does increase the speed. He does increase your crit. So, when you look at what he does for you, I mean, he does increase the crit damage by 30%. That's huge. That's a lot of damage. And see, we're up to 27 mil already. And this isn't my best team. not as good as my main account, but I went from a team that was doing 18, 19 mil to a team that's doing 27 million just because I put Venomage into the mix, and he's not even hit 60 yet. So, Venomage is really great, as you can see, and if we get one more round, we might get 30 mil out of this. Well, it would depend on if you got that stalwart to go. But 29.5 million. So, that's Venomage. And that's what he does. That's how he helps you in the clan boss. He's a really great champ for clan boss, and he really is all that. But anyway, that's the video, guys. I want you to thank for watching. And, I'm not going over his masteries. I mean, because I don't even have all of his masteries done out yet. I mean, I don't even have him up to level 60 yet. I've been trying to finish him up. I got him a few days ago. But, to look at his masteries are almost a standard. Because he's an attack champ, so his masteries are almost a standard attack. I mean, when you look, the offense that goes down, I need to get the other two for the sport, but you want the, you want the part where the accuracy is, because you want to land those debuffs, and that's the reason you take that line. And this is just a standard one to do a lot of damage to the clan boss. But he is an absolute great champ for clan boss, and I hope you guys like watching. And if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and just leave me a comment about anything else you'd like to see.